Hi Triveni, how are you?
Hi,
How are
am I
you?
audible?
Yes,
I'm
you're
good, and
audible.
you?
I'm good. Happy Navratri.
Same to you.
Thank you. So, thank you so much for agreeing to have this conversation with us and joining today.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
So, before we get started, could you introduce yourself to the audience?
Yes, my name is Triveni Katre. Currently, I am pursuing Bachelor's of Social Work from Tirupuri College of Social Work, Nagpur.
Awesome. Thank you. So, to get started, could you tell us three words that you would use to describe your experience and your journey with the Rakshin Project?
Yeah, I would like to say that Rakshin is a inspiring, motivating, and unique, and even a supportive system actually. Uh, I can say it inspiring. That means it inspires us like we are NSS volunteers. So it inspires us to work for the childrens, the needy peoples. Yeah, and motivating us to do more and more work in this field and support all the uh, mentors here are all supportive. दे सपोर्ट मतलब इस तरीके से वो सपोर्ट करते हैं हमारे सारे क्वेश्चंस क्लियर करते हैं वो बहुत अच्छे से हमें सपोर्ट करते हैं या
I'm so glad that you had a positive experience and you feel that you had support within this environment. So, to follow up on that, could you tell how has your perspective changed compared to before you joined the Rakshin project and after you completed the level that you just completed? So, for example, on issues like gender equality or sexuality, how has your perspective changed?
या एक्चुअली आई वुड से दैट the power of no. I learned here that we can and everyone can say that no. If we don't want this, we can say no, and we can talk to others that they can also say no if they don't want it. Yeah, and Rakshin taught me about gender equality.
Absolutely.
Like I can say, I used to think patriarchy only affect the women's, but after joining TRP, I realized that it also affects men also.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. And thank you for that example as well. So it seems like you feel that you've learned quite a bit from TRP. So can you give an example of how you've been able to apply what you learned in your everyday life? Can you give any examples of
Yeah.
instances?
Yeah. I have a very recent example of this actually. Um, some days ago, in my area, actually near about 1 kilometer away from my home, one boy was abused by three elder boys, and I've when I was listening to this, I was like, what, yaar, what is happening here actually? and
I understand.
he is I mean the victim was only 13, and when he felt that he is in trouble, he asked for the help, and the it his goodness that his neighbor was aware about it. So his neighbor came to help her, and she called to police, and police arrested all the four abusers. And I don't know what happened after that. Then boy was injured, and he was hospitalized, and
Okay.
he was in. I listened that my mother told me he is in trauma. So I want to work for him. I want to support him, and with the help of my mentors from Rakshin. So I want to discuss this with Aditi ma'am, and tell them about it, and what can I do for him. I want to learn that and help them.
Absolutely. That is
Yeah.
so great that you feel, involved in the things that are going on in your community, and that you're able to, relate to the importance of support in your community. So thank you so much for sharing that
Yes.
example. Um, so, like you said, of course, this boy got help because the people in his community knew how to help him. And there's people like you who are going to continue helping him.
Yes.
So
Yes.
there's an activity in your Rakshin project where you teach two people around you about the things that you
Yeah.
learn, called Each Teach
Yeah.
Two. So can you tell us a bit about this exercise and how your family and friends or whoever you engaged with
Yeah. Yeah.
reacted to this exercise?
Yeah. Actually, what was happened? I was doing my session with Aditi ma'am, and my father was listening to me, and he was listening my conversation with ma'am, and then he asked me what was that discussion on what topic you was discussing. So I told him, I explained him everything, and he told me that he will support me, and he motivated me that you can do it and help others.
That is so good.
And my
Mhm.
yeah, and my mother is also helping me in this. My even my East is 2 assignment I did with my mother and my cousins. I did it twice. Yeah.
Okay, very good. That is so great. So you also have a supportive environment around you
Yes. Yes. Yes.
to spread everything that you're learning. Do you feel that you were able to communicate about the things you learned better after TRP compared to before?
Yes. Yes. एक्चुअली
Okay.
हाँ कैसे कि मुझे इसका थोड़ा बहुत तो नॉलेज था लाइक सेफ स्पेस थोड़ा जैसे थोड़ा होता है कि ऊपर ऊपर से हमें पता होता है ये मुझे नॉलेज था बट जो हमने इसमें डीपली कि हमें क्या इन्वायरमेंट क्रिएट करना चाहिए जो बच्चे खुद को कंफर्टेबल फील कर सके एंड हम जो रक्षिन्स है हम पर वो ट्रस्ट कर सके आई लर्न हियर
Absolutely. That's so great. I'm really glad that you found a foundation for that. Can you tell us, since you as a Rakshan, I think you're best equipped to tell us, what what do you feel are the most important factors to prevent child sexual abuse and any violence?
Yeah, preventive factors actually. The I I can say that the government of our society actually our nation need to take a strict action for it, and also we can also spread awareness that can
Hmm,
prevent these abuses. Yes.
totally. Can you give an example of how you spread awareness?
Yeah. Like me and my some of friends, we are preparing a skit play, and we are going
Okay.
to a tribal area. लाइक ट्राइबल एरिया वहाँ जो बच्चे होते हैं वो ज्यादा उनका इंटरेस्ट नहीं होता है लाइक पढ़ने में और बाकी चीजों में जैसे उन्हें खेलना है और मस्ती करनी है और वो इन सब चीजों
Yeah, they
के
don't
लिए
have
अवेयर नहीं होते.
opportunities.
यस. तो हम
Yeah, lack of
उन्हें ये
opportunities are there.
यस यस तो हमने सोचा है कि हम वहां जाएंगे एंड स्किट प्ले करेंगे और इसमें मेरी फ्रेंड ऐश्वर्या मिश्रा शी इज ऑल्सो वेरी गुड रक्षीन. या
Okay.
आई थिंक यू नो हर.
Yes, yes.
So
I mean,
yes, we are doing this in a tribal area for children to aware them.
oh, that is so great. So using art to kind of teach and expand the messages.
Yes.
Okay, great. So what's your biggest takeaway from your experience with TRP? What's the biggest learning for you so
What
far?
like biggest learning? Actually, I can say that TRP is I understood so many things from TRP like gender
Hmm.
equality, sexuality, and safety of girl child as well as boys also. And 2 days ago we had a program on safety of girl child on the International Girl Child Day.
Hmm.
So, DCP Vinita Shahu ma'am and ACP Madhuri ma'am were present with us there, and they discussed about child sexual abuse and safety of girl child. So
Okay.
I am so concerned about it. So I raised my hand and I questioned them to prevent and to make some policies to
Hmm.
prevent these things. She ensured me that she will definitely do more work for it, and she will try to like solve all these problems.
Definitely, definitely. It's good that you interacted with that.
Yes, it
Okay,
was my
great.
privilege
So
that I talked to her.
I'm so glad you got that opportunity and you feel that way.
Yes.
So, before we conclude, I would like to ask you if there's any message that's close to your heart that you'd like to share with the audience and with your fellow Rakshans.
Yeah. This is a very important part actually. I would like to say all my friends over here that they can also join Rakshin Project and they learn from there to work in society and to help the needy children. यानी जो लोग सच में कुछ लोगों को इस चीज की बहुत जरूरत होती है मैंने तो अपने सामने दो तीन एग्जाम्पल देखे हैं मैं सोशल वर्क की स्टूडेंट हूँ तो हमें इन सब चीजों से ऐसे आमना सामना होते रहता है क्योंकि हमें फील्ड
Mm-hmm.
में वर्क करना होता है देन वी हैव प्रैक्टिकल इन फील्ड सो वी आर फेसिंग ऑल दिस थिंग्स या तो मैं
Definitely.
अपने फ्रेंड्स को यही सजेस्ट करूंगी कि आप लोग भी कुछ सीखिए और अवेयरनेस फैलाने की कोशिश कीजिए
That's a great message. Thank you so much for joining us today and talking about your experiences and being part of such an important cause. You Rakshans are really important. You're the pillars of the change that we're trying to make.